What's going on, guys? In this video I want to show you guys, and actually I want to speak to you guys a little bit about how we can take advantage of prop firms, not in a malicious way, but a way that can get us to kind of rewire the way we think when it comes to prop firms and how we approach trading prop firms, evaluations versus fundeds, how ultimately we can take more payouts, how ultimately we can obtain those payouts. Now, I know a lot of you guys are in the futures prop firm trading space. A lot of you guys are either trying to pass evaluations, or you are trying to get your first payout, or maybe you're trying to scale your business, add multiple accounts and get multiple payouts. Now, one of the easiest things, and I think probably one of the best things that has come within the past 5-10 years in trading for traders, is the ability to utilize prop firms to your advantage. Not only because all you need to do is realistically prove that you have a skill set, not to the prop firms, right? Of course we have to pay and we have to pass an evaluation. We have to prove we can get this much profit, but we need to prove to ourselves that we can do it. So if you're not profitable, or you're having a very hard time becoming profitable, we need to start rewiring our brains to figure out why we are not profitable. Why are we unsuccessful? Why can we not pass these challenges in a timely manner? And I'm not saying we need to pass them in one day. We could take, 30 days, 45 days, but why are we not passing prop firm evaluations? A lot of things that it's coming down to is going to be emotions. Okay, so this is going to be very, very key. I've worked with probably 250, 300 traders over the past 4 to 5 years in my personal community Discord, where I've either mentored traders, traded alongside traders, or just listened and read comments and things that people say. And one of the biggest things that a lot of traders are getting hung up on is the emotional side of trading, okay? Because everybody is worried about this one thing here: strategy. What strategy? What indicator? What's a good R to R? This is one of the last things that you need to worry about. It should be down at the bottom. Strategies are like assholes. They're a dime a dozen. I can sit here with you guys. We can backtest 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800 trades, and we can formulate and populate a strategy that is going to give you a little bit of an edge. The only thing that a strategy does for a trader is give you areas of opportunity where you can identify and enter into a trade with a technical level for a take profit and a technical level to protect yourself with a stop loss. That is all a strategy is. Not one particular strategy is better than the other. So let's get back to the topic and the title at hand. How can we take advantage and make these prop firms work for us versus working for the prop firms? What we need to do is start off by getting at least one funded account, right? I mean, we can't get paid if we don't have at least one funded account. So how we're going to go from evaluation to getting into a funded account is going to be your business, okay? So there's going to be two ways that you can do this. The first way is to create a business plan, okay? Create a business plan, and you're going to need to come up with a dollar amount that you're looking to invest into your business, okay? So if we just take one of the biggest prop firms, or we'll take the two biggest at least for futures trading, you have Apex, okay? You have Apex and you have Top Step, okay? I'm funded with both of them. I've been paid out with both of them. Both of them are great, okay? There's an advantage to Apex over Top Step just due to the fact that you can have more accounts. However, rules are a little bit different. I'm not here to talk about which prop firm is better, because again, this is one thing. Emotionally, people get hung up on which prop firm is better. No, Apex sucks. No, Top Step's horrible. No, my funded futures. No, fast track trading. Worried about all the wrong stuff, guys. We are worried about all the wrong stuff. If that is where you're focusing your energy, you are worried about the wrong stuff. So again, for the sake of this video, you can pick up $50,000 accounts, which seems to be the norm, and it seems to be the most popular, anywhere between $33 when Apex has a sale, even lower, sub $20 sometimes, to $50 with Top Step. So between $33 and $50 on average, you can get one funded account or one evaluation to potentially get a funded account for a $50,000 account. So in our business plan, what we need to do is, how are we going to approach passing these prop firms? Are we going to approach it in a manner where we are going to trade our evaluations the same way we would trade real capital and the way we're going to trade our funded account? If that's the case, just hang on for about 2 minutes. I'll get to what we're going to do in that particular scenario. The first scenario that we're going to talk about is utilizing the cheapness of these accounts to our benefit. Now, it's going to require you to have money. So if you are on your last $50, you're on your last $100, you just got laid off from your job, you've got no source of income, and you're looking for trading to be the end all be all, please do yourself a favor, not because this is meant in a mean way, but it's meant in a way where it needs to light a spark under your ass. Get off of this video, go find a job, whether it's a part-time job, full-time job, do a side income, do a side hustle, do something where you can provide value to someone. If you have a skill set, hell, you got a pickup truck, go haul junk, right? Take it to the junkyard, you know, pick up an extra $100, pick up an extra $150, whatever you need to do to save up a little bit of money so you can invest in this without having that financial burden and weight on your shoulders of a lot of times people will, you know, maybe they do work a 9 to 5, but they've got bills and they've got life just like everyone else. And they kind of take their last $100, $200, and they kind of plug it into one of these firms thinking that, you know, in 30 days from now that they're going to take out $10,000. And when it doesn't happen, they get very, very discouraged. So again, we need to go into this with the right mindset. I am not going to stress this enough, but you need to have the right mindset when it comes to your business plan. You need to have the right mindset when it comes to realistic expectations of profits, realistic expectations of win rate percentage, realistic expectations of timeline of how long things are going to take. If you have an unrealistic expectation, the plan is going to fail. Okay, so if we are going to one up and we're going to take advantage of the prop firms, again, not in a malicious way, but in a positive way, by taking money and extracting money from these prop firms based on our skill set, then we need to have the right mindset. And the right mindset is this: you need to make a decision. Either decision A, which is going to be taking X amount of dollars and buying as many prop firm evaluations, challenges, combines, whatever the company calls it, as you can. So let me give you an example. If you have $500 to invest, okay, which again, is it a lot of money? Of course. In the grand scheme of things, is $500 a lot of money? Not really, not when it comes to trading. Try to go deposit $500 into a personal brokerage account and see how far that gets you. Not going to get you that far, especially if you're trading futures, and especially if you're trying to trade minis. You'll be very, very shocked and surprised that you can't even trade one contract. Again, $500, is it a lot? Yes. It doesn't have to be $500. It could be $100. It can be $250. I'm just giving you an example. But if we take $500, we'll be able to buy at least 10 accounts. Okay, depending on which firm we go with, what sale we're catching, and how much they are. But if I take the higher end of the spectrum for a $50,000 account, they're going to be running you about $50. Now, again, you can get them cheaper with other companies. Yes, there's an activation fee that you have to pay once you pass. Again, if you're worried about how much the activation fee is once you pass, again, that's not the right mindset. You're focusing on things that are irrelevant. You are putting the carriage in front of the horse, okay? We're not worried about that. We're not worried about the activation fee. Right now, what we're worried about, step one, is how much money are we going to invest into our business? If it's $500, we're going to get at least 10 accounts, okay? On these 10 accounts, the second decision that needs to be made, and I'm going to erase some of this so we can go ahead and continue. The second decision that needs to be made is, how are we going to trade these 10 accounts, okay? How are we going to trade them? How? That's a big question. Again, this is a business. This is your business. You are starting a business. So what you need to do is have a business plan. How are we going to trade these accounts? Are we going to trade these accounts on a copy trader, okay? I do not recommend that, okay? It's my opinion. I do not recommend using a copy trader. And here's my reasoning in 30 seconds or less why I don't like using a copy trader, especially for evaluations, especially for someone who's never passed or never taken a payout from a prop firm. because it takes one bad day for you to go on tilt, one bad day for you to get emotional, one bad day for the market to do everything opposite of what it's supposed to do, and you lose all 10 accounts at once. You will be very, very defeated if that happens. So I do not recommend copy trading. Again, let me kind of speak to you guys. If you're worried about, well, how long is it going to take me to pass 10 accounts if I'm trading them individually? Again, wrong mindset, okay? Wrong mindset. We are not worried about trying to pass all 10 of them as fast as we can. What we're worried about is taking those X amount of dollars, and for this video, we're using 500, but I'm going to give you can choose however much you want to put into this. So I'll just leave it as an X amount of dollars, right? Of dollars invested into your business. I'm going to say 500, but again, you could use 100, you can use 200, just whatever. If we invest X amount of dollars into our business, how are we going to trade them? Copy trader? Yes? No? My opinion is no. Trade them individually. Why? Here's my reason for trading them individually. Because if you trade them individually, for example, a 50K account normally is going to come with $2,000 to $2,500 drawdown. Okay, why would I want to take 10 accounts and have $2,500 drawdown? Because that's exactly what you're giving yourself. You're giving yourself $2,500 worth of drawdown if you copy trade all of those 10 accounts. Now, again, you can split it up and trade 5 accounts, but for the sake of the video and to keep things simple for a lot of people to understand, let's say that one connects 10 accounts to a copy trader. You are only going to be given $2,500 drawdown. Why is that? Because if I blow up one account and I lose $2,500 and it's being copy traded to the other 10 accounts, all 10 of those accounts are blown. So what's the better way to do this? Trade them individually. Now that $2,500 worth of drawdown is times 10. So now I have 25K worth of drawdown. If someone was to tell you right this second, would you want to trade an account, a personal account, I write you a check for $2,500, or would you want to trade an account with $25,000? Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm going to take the bigger account of $25,000. Why? Because it's going to prolong the amount of time that I'm going to be able to be in the markets, for one thing, because I'm going to be able to take more trades. I'm going to be able to have more losses. I'm going to be able to see more price action, and I'm going to be able to catch a hot winning streak with that. So again, I'm going to take the $25,000 worth of drawdown spread out between 10 accounts versus linking all of them together and only having $2,500 worth of drawdown. Okay, makes sense? So that's one way that we're going to start to utilize our skill sets and our mindset to outsmart the prop firms. Because what do the prop firms want you to do? Some of them out there do preach link 20 accounts. You can have X amount of accounts. You can have 5 accounts. You can copy trade all of them. You can group trade all of them. Here's the tool to do that. Here's our copy trader software. Go with this person. Someone's telling you in a Discord somewhere, on YouTube somewhere, on social media somewhere, I like this company. They work really good on all my copy traders. Again, there's issues with every single copy trader out there. I don't care which one you use. There's always going to be an issue with it, whether you've had a good experience with them or not. Not saying that you haven't. I know a lot of people, myself, who personally use copy traders and they get payouts and they work perfectly, but there's always something that kind of happens. Sometimes they don't exit positions right away. Sometimes you don't get filled right away. Sometimes you close the position and there's still one that reversed the position. Again, to each his own. I'm just giving you the knowledge that I know from what I've heard and what I've experienced. So again, when we go out there, we want to get all of this drawdown and we want to start taking trades, each trade setup on a separate account. So for example, if maybe you take one trade in the first 30 minutes on one particular account and then you're looking for an opening range break on a 30-minute or 1-hour candle after, we're going to take it separately. What we're also going to do, depending on how you want to trade it, because remember, the big question here is how do you want to trade these accounts? Now, there's one way to do this. Okay, there's 2 ways to do this, but there's one way to do this that's going to be very, very quickly. If you are a person where, not saying money is not an issue, but you're fully invested into yourself and your business, where you're going to go out there and you're going to buy 10 accounts, the way I would do it is trade anywhere between $2,000 to 5 mini contracts. You're going to play your normal setup, your normal strategy, your normal take profits. But what this is going to do is it's going to cut down the amount of trades that need to be taken in order to pass. So for example, if you have a strategy where you're looking for 10 points or 15 points take profit, and you're playing 2 mini contracts, well, you're going to win $400 a trade on those 2 mini contracts, give or take, if you take 10 points, right? So what I'm saying is that if you need $3,000 to pass and you're making an average of $400 to $500 a trade, you realistically need only about 6 trades before you pass that evaluation or combine, okay? Now, if you're trading 4 or 5 mini contracts, it might take you 3 trades or 4 trades, okay? So you can see how what you're going to be banking on, okay, and what you're going to be betting on, again, people don't like the word betting, but it's the way that I talk. What you're going to be betting on is that you're going to win 3 to 6 trades before you blow up. Okay, this is how a lot of people do it, and this is how a lot of your big time influencers and your big time streamers, how they do it. They'll go out and buy 20, 30, 40 accounts. They'll max leverage. I know there's people that even trade 10 mini contracts, and they can hit the price target, the profit target in 1 trade. Okay, so all you're really banking on is that one time in your strategy, aka edge, when you get that opportunity to take the trade and your price target, profit target hits, it's only going to take 1 trade because you're max leveraged. Now, let me tell you something. What's going to happen if you max leverage 2, 5, 10 contracts, 8 contracts? You could also lose that account, meaning blow it up in 1 trade as well. But if that is in your business plan where I'm going to spend $500, right? $500 for 10 accounts, and I know I'm going to lose some, and if I do lose some, that's okay. I'll reload another $100 or $200 and buy another 4, 5, 6 accounts or whatever until they get passed. That's fine. What's the other way to do it? Again, is this way the right way? For some it is, okay? For some it is. I kind of take this kind of approach. I don't trade 10 contracts, but I trade something closer to 5, and I look to pass in about 2 to 3 trades. So what I'm really banking on is that I'm going to win 2 to 3 trades before I lose $3,000, okay? Does it happen every time? Absolutely not. I lose a lot of accounts. I've lost a lot of accounts, but I've also passed accounts in 2 or 3 trades in 1 day, in 2 days. It's happened a lot and a lot. That's how I normally get my funded accounts. Because for me, trading is full time. Time is money. I don't have 45 days, 30 days, 60 days to sit here and just slow poke it where I'm going to, take $100, take $200, allow this trade to work out all day. I don't have that time. Time is money. So when time is money, if that's your approach, you need to maybe take this business plan where you're going to take $500 and you're going to actually, go out there and buy 10 or plus counts or whatever, and you're going to actively try to pass them. Now, what's the other way to do it? The other way to do it is to take the $500 and still buy your 10 accounts, but it's to trade it a little bit slower. And it's to also use micro contracts. And I tell people I would recommend anything between 2 and 3 micro contracts. In your strategy, I would take anywhere between I would say between 10 and 20 points take profits. I think that's very, very good. Let's, for the sake of the video, use 15, okay? I like 15 points. I feel like sometimes we can get those 15 points pretty easily and steadily. I like a 20 to 25 point take stop loss. Closer to 25 when the market has high volatility the way we've had in the NASDAQ if you do trade the NASDAQ. So what essentially we're doing is we're going to risk 20 to 25 points to make 15 to 20 points. So it's almost a 1-to-1. It's a little bit skewed. It's like risking 2 to make 1. That's okay because 1 trade is going to wipe out, or 2 winning trades is automatically going to get us back into the profit over the 1 losing trade, which is fine, but it's going to be a slow way. So remember when I said have realistic expectations? If your realistic expectation is to trade micros, right? If you're going to trade micros, okay, your realistic expectation on when to pass is going to be anywhere between 3 to 4 weeks, to be completely honest. I would stop anything over, to be honest, I would look for 2 to 3 micros per trade. I would look for at least 15 points, 20 points, depending on the range of the candle, ATR, setup, this, that, and the other. I would say an average win should be somewhere between the vicinity of like $50 and $75, right? $50 to $75. Just kind of going through my memory bank here, you know, trading 2, trading 3 micros, we're looking for 15 points, 20 points. Our average winning trade should be somewhere between $50 and $75, right? This is average. Okay, I would set a hard personal daily loss limit, right, of around 300 or less. Okay, 300 being the max. So what this is going to do is that if we're going to risk 20-25 points and we're going to trade 2 micros, what's going to happen is our average losing trade is going to be around $80 and our average winning trade between $50 and $75. Again, sometimes we're going to be able to hold that running contract and make $100 a trade or even more, right? Sometimes I've seen people, and even in my room at Evolution Traders, I've seen people make $150, $200 on 1 micro because it's just running, you know, it's really going. So there's a hard trend going. But again, we can't bank on that to happen a lot. But again, it does happen. So when we work something like this, you can just do the math. What I'm looking for is I'm only looking to take 2 to 3 trades a day. That's it, max. Because that's going to keep me around $300 or less on the loss side. Because even if I lose back to back trades at around $80 to $100, it's going to be under my personal daily loss limit of $300. Okay. However, if I take that first trade and it's a winner, I take my second trade, it's a loser. So now I'm kind of down, you know, 25 bucks or something. And I take my third trade and it's a winner and I'm up $70 now, I'm done. I'm done, because what I want to do is lock in that $70 and come back tomorrow. I don't want to continue to chase the dollar and rush. Remember, the realistic expectation is going to be to pass this in 3 to 4 weeks. So why are we worried about trying to make $300, $400, $500 today? We can get it back. Now, if the first trade's a winner, the second trade is a winner, and we're winning anywhere between $50 and $75, right now we should be up anywhere between $100 and $150 on a day. More than likely, I might take one more trade, but I'm going to be very, very hard pressed to stop trading. Anything around $140, $160, I'm going to be done. At this rate, okay, in 10 trading days, averaging around $140 to $160 in the profit, in just 10 days, we're going to be close to $1,500 and $2,000 in profit, depending on, you know, what the exact numbers are. So what that's telling me is that's putting us on pace to pass a evaluation within 3 to 4 weeks, depending on market conditions. Now, we're going to be trading each of these 10 accounts, maybe not daily, but you're going to be trading a handful of them. So if we get a trade off the open, maybe we fire it off on 1 or 2 accounts, and then that next setup's going to get fired off on another 2 accounts. So realistically, just because we're only looking for 2 to 3 trades, we're looking for 2 to 3 trades per account. So for some of you guys who like to sit around a little bit longer and trade longer, this is going to be perfect for you, because maybe the first hour of the day you can take your 1 or 2 trades, and then going into lunchtime you can find another setup and take it on another account, and then after lunch there's normally some market shift, and then you got power hour. So you can kind of sit around and pick your spots, spreading your risk out and trade these accounts. Again, we are not focused on trying to pass 10 accounts in 3 to 4 weeks. If we're lucky enough, 1 or 2 of these accounts is going to be very close to passing, if not passed. You're going to have another couple of accounts that are going to be probably halfway, and in another 2 weeks, those accounts will be ready. So what we want to do is slowly trickle these accounts from evaluation into funded. But the mindset, again, the mindset for most people is, I just bought 10 accounts, I need to pass these all this week. That's the wrong approach. That's the wrong approach, because you're going to fail. Not only fail, but you're going to spend so much extra added time doing this that it's going to be it's going to drive you insane. So that's another way that we're going to utilize what we know up here to take advantage of these prop firms. Now, once we're in a funded stage, I'm going to make a part 2 to this, because this is getting a little bit long-winded at 24 minutes here. Once we're into the funded stage, we are just worried about making this. That's it. We are not worried about trying to take 1 account to 5K, 1 account, right? 1 account to 10K in 1 month, or 2 accounts to 10K in 1 month. Why? We're definitely not worried about this. I hear this a lot. I just got funded. I need 10 trading days. Again, you guys know the firm. I need 10 trading days, or I need 5 trading days of 200 to get a payout. So I need to really take a lot of trades because I need to get a payout. Nobody said you have to get a payout in 10 days. Why? Well, because the pay period, the pay cycle is going to allow me to. I don't care. What we're aiming to do is take one payout of 2K a month. So one of those pay cycles is going to get completely ignored because we're going to take our sweet ass time and make sure that we get that 2K payout. Once you start to get these funded accounts rolling in, and you have now 2 and 3 and 4, and you've been actively working on them for 30 days, 45 days, 60 days, you're going to start to notice that you got 4, 5, 6 accounts that are all due for this very sweet $2,000 payout. $2,000 times your 3 accounts that you have is now a $6,000 month. You know, if you eventually get up to your 10 accounts or 15 accounts or 20 accounts, we'll just, for the sake of this video, because it's already long enough as it is, if you have $2,000 worth of requested payouts, and you suddenly are 60 days later sitting on 10 accounts eligible for a payout, my friend, you are going to take out 20K out of these prop firms at a very slow and realistic pace. But many of you have the wrong mindset where you want to take out 20K in the next 10 days. And then what happens? You don't do that, and you start to feel bad about yourself and your strategy and your trading because you can't do it. And you keep putting yourself back inside the hamster wheel and doing it all over again. What I'm saying to do, if you really want to take advantage of them, is slow down. Okay, no copy trading. Okay, goal of 3 to 4 weeks for evaluations. Goal 1 payout per account a month. Okay, what else? $140 to $200 profit target. Okay, $300 personal daily loss limit. Okay, these are all things that are going to get you to where you want to be, not the guy who's trying to make 10K today. Not that guy. The guy's not going to make it happen. I enjoy you guys for watching this video. Please, on the road to 8,000 subscribers, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to make a part 2, part 3, and part 4 to this, so make sure you guys stick around and subscribe. Also, if you guys are looking for those accounts, you can check the links down in the description box below. I'm an affiliate. Again, if you guys know Apex, Top Step, they'll throw me like $2 every time someone signs up with my link. Again, it's what helps the channel stay funded and stay rolling. It's not a lot of cash that comes in. So for a lot of you guys who think that people who use affiliate links make thousands and thousands of dollars, guys, I'm lucky if I can buy a cup of coffee off of the links, off of the affiliate links that do roll in. So again, it just keeps the channel going. It keeps me motivated to continue to make these videos. I enjoy not only creating content, I love trading, I love educating, I love talking about this stuff, right? Again, I've been in this business for 10 years. I know I started off trading stocks. I've moved into options. That's where my bread and butter is at. I've transitioned to adding prop firms and futures to the bottom line of my business as well. So again, I enjoy this stuff. It's no sweat off my back to do these videos anyways. And I enjoy when people actually take bits and pieces of the information and they actually start making it work. Okay, because a lot of times people know what they need to do, but it's up here that's limiting. It's limiting beliefs. It's people talking shit to you. It's you failing. It's you strategy hopping. It's you rushing. It's you having the wrong business plan. It's you not journaling your trades. It's not staying focused. It's not working harder. Working harder doesn't just mean taking more trades like a freaking animal. It means being smarter, adjusting your price targets, adjusting those stop losses, you know, creating time windows that work best for you. It's doing a lot of this stuff. It's doing a lot of, you know, community work where you're talking with other traders that is going to help you. Okay, it's not just showing up here and saying, okay, market, I'm here. Market doesn't give a shit whether you made $10,000 yesterday or you lost $50,000 yesterday. Market doesn't know that. Market doesn't care. There's nobody, you know, that's spying on you, trying to take the other sides of your trades. You know, some of you guys out there think that, but it's not. It's you versus you. So win the battle versus yourself. Love you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next video.